Hey Wanderers, welcome back to our channel. Today is Veda day 19? No, 18. Veda day 18. And today we are doing all about Myah. Can you say hi to everyone?
Hi.
Look at the camera. Say hi. What's your name?
Myah.
Myah. Say Myah. Here you go. So I thought I would tell you all about Myah as a baby and up until now, things like her talking and her mobility and all that kind of stuff. She likes to mimic people, right?
Oh my god.
Anyways, let's just get right into the video. So Myah was born November of 2013 and she is a month shy of 2.5 years old. And when she was a baby, from what I can remember, she was an amazing baby. People always told me like, oh, be careful when you have a second because apparently they're complete opposites. So I was really terrified. I was really terrified about having another baby because she was such a great baby. She slept 12 hours at night. She would wake up just to eat. So we would give her a bottle and she would fall right back to sleep while drinking her bottle. She was never like up through the night for several hours. She wasn't a big crier. There was only, I believe, 2 nights I can remember where she cried and there was nothing we could do to help her. And I remember the one night, she mustn't have even been like a month old. And I believe she cried for 6 or 8 hours. And Dan and I just, when she finally fell asleep from being so exhausted, we just sat on the floor together and held each other and cried because we were new parents and I mean like 6 or 8 hours. You see the doggies? 6 or 8 hours of a child crying and you're just clueless as to what to do for them. It's like really defeating. So Myah crawled when she was 6 months old. She walked at 9 months old and by 10 months old she was just running all the time. And because she was so focused on her mobility at such an early age, she didn't put any effort into talking. And they say that they're either really mobile or they're really vocal. And she was definitely very mobile. It's only actually recently that she's very descriptive and chatty, right? Can we count for everybody?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6,
8,
9, 10. She gets to 7 and then she jumps back to 3. It's kind of weird. Right? You're good. So Myah deserted me to sit on the couch with her cat and eat chips. But, so some of Myah's first words were, well, her very first word was mama. And then, if you can hear her crunching, I'm sorry. And then dada, papa, nana. Yes, she was like, yeesh. Hi, bye. I think that was like the first group of words that she used for the longest time. So she didn't speak a lot when she was younger, but she knew everything you asked her to do at like a very young age. So it was kind of impressive. And we've noticed Keegan's the same way. He's over a year old and he's like not talking at all, but he's so mobile and just soaking it all in. So she was like, that was 100% her. She just absorbed everything, and then shortly after she turned 2, she just started talking and just doing more. So Myah's personality, she is very, very shy, and she gets that from me. I think I was in daycare for like 4 months before the daycare lady knew I could even talk. Like she did not know I could speak at all, even though before I was 2 years old I was speaking like fluent sentences. So she gets that from me, and even with family who she doesn't see all the time, she's very shy and reserved towards them. And that's kind of why I like doing YouTube, because if they watch these videos, they get to see a side of her that they've honestly probably never seen before. She loves the camera. She's very open and herself in front of the camera. So probably one of my biggest pet peeves is when people say like, oh, why doesn't she talk? And it drives me crazy because she does talk, and she talks to me all the time, and she's so funny. but they don't see her enough to not have that relationship with her, but she's just, like I said, she's not open enough towards them to see that side of her. She's also very persistent and very strong-willed. If she wants something, she's gonna do whatever it takes to get it. My aunt calls her a very spirited child, and she says, like, always keep your cool with her. Even if you get frustrated and you wanna raise your voice or yell, like, don't kill her spirit. So I like that. So I get a lot of questions about why Myah wasn't in mine and Dan's wedding. And the original plan was for her to walk down the aisle with me and to have her own little bouquet of flowers. But as the wedding got closer, I just felt that not that I didn't want her there. I didn't want her around the drinking. And I knew, obviously, at the wedding and the night before that everybody would be drinking, and obviously I wasn't, but I can't get my hair and makeup done and get ready and get photos done and stuff like that while caring for a 9-month-old child. And a lot of other people were either busy getting ready or were already drinking, and I just didn't want her near that. I don't want her growing up around that. I don't have anything against anybody who wants to drink and have a good time, but I just don't feel like she needs to be, she doesn't need to be around that. And if Dan and I ever have a drink at home, we have a drink. So she wasn't there because I didn't want her around that aspect of the evening. So another question I get a lot is how old Myah was when we forward faced her car seat and why. She was a year old when we forward faced her car seat. We were driving to and from Dan's mom and dad's house a lot, and all she did while we were in the car was scream and cry because she couldn't see us. She couldn't hold my hand. Okay, thank you. So we made the decision when she was obviously at the weight and the height requirement that we would forward face her, and she loves it. Obviously, she's always strapped in correctly. The chest clip is where it's supposed to be. Her harness is tight. We know she's safe. Thank you. You want to sit with mommy? Yeah? There. Say, I'm back. Say, I'm back. Sit on my lap. Hi. So when Keegan was born, Myah was exactly 15 months old, and we were worried that there was going to be a lot of jealousy, but there really wasn't. She was super good with him, and she's gone again. So there wasn't really any jealousy aside from in the beginning when she's learning to be nice. There was like some hitting and stuff like that, but she always got a lot of time with mommy, and she got time with daddy when he was home on the weekends. And she was just super helpful and so in love with him and always wanting to do things with him. So that was really nice. So at 16 months old, I decided it was time to take Myah's bottle away. I don't think children should have a bottle in bed at night past a certain age. It's really bad for their teeth. So I thought I would nip it in the butt. And one night I just took it away, and she cried for a little bit. She went to sleep and never asked for it again. I mean, there was the odd time where she would see Keegan with his bottle, and it's kind of like, Bubba? Bubba, but it was never like screaming, crying, having a tantrum because she didn't get a bottle anymore. I think Keegan's gonna be a lot more difficult just because he still has like 5 or 6 bottles a day, and then at nighttime before he goes to bed. But Myah was super easy, which leads me into my next topic, is her soother. She just loves that thing. I've taken it away twice and it has lasted for a little while, and then she gets sick and she really wants it. I've realized it's her comfort thing, just like a child with their blanket or their favorite stuffed animal. Her soother makes her feel safe and it comforts her. And I've just gotten to a point where I don't care if she has it anymore. She's 2. She's not 4 or 5. She doesn't take it into stores with her. She knows that when we're getting out of the car, she says, bye-bye soother. She throws it on the seat. That's the end of it. I'm not even gonna be nice about it. I can't stand when family comes over and, oh, Myah, why do you have that? Oh, you're too big to have that. It makes her happy. It makes her feel safe and secure. And who are we to make her scream and cry because we think she shouldn't have it? I'm just done with pushing her for certain things. I mean, had her bottle been like a struggle, I would have just given it to her. but it wasn't, she didn't care, but she loves her soother, and I'm not going to force her to give it up. When she's 4, yeah, then we'll talk. Then you can make all the comments you want, because no, at 4 years old, you shouldn't have a soother. But she's 2, 2.5. It makes her feel safe, just like her blanket does, and I'm just going to let her enjoy that. She's just a kid, right? So 2 months after Myah turned 2, so when she was 26 months old, I started potty training her. I potty trained her in like 4 or 5 days. I can link my potty training video and my potty training update video below. But I just want to say it's an ongoing thing. She still has accidents every now and then, especially when she's tired. When she's tired, her whole thought process just goes out the window. She still tells me like, mommy, pee, pee, poop, and then we go. But if she's really tired, she doesn't even think about it really. Nighttime is another thing. Some nights are really good and she doesn't wet the bed. She gets up at least 2 to 3 times through the night to use her potty, but she still may have an accident throughout the night. I'm gonna make another video on potty training regression, just because I didn't know about it until she started having these accidents all of a sudden again, and it was frustrating. So I'm gonna kind of share my experience with you guys, and just how we're kind of like pushing through that regression stage. So she just recently started talking in like full sentences. There's still times where only Dan and I understand specifically what she's saying, but last night I was putting a movie on for her and tucking her into bed, and I was like, I love you, Myah, and she didn't say anything. And then as I'm walking out of her room, clear as a friggin' bell, I love you too, mommy. I literally died. And then of course I'm like, Dan, come here. And I'm like, okay, Myah, say I love you too again. And she didn't say it the way she just said it. She says, when she says love you, it sounds like Dow. I know that makes no sense, but that is her like love you. So when she said it clear as a bell, like my heart stopped, and I'm trying to get her to say it for Dan and she wouldn't, but it'll come. She always says things like, Daddy, buy more mini wheats, Daddy, buy more orange juice, Daddy's at work, Keegan's being bad, Keegan needs a timeout, love you, brother. Just stuff like that. Like, we automatically know what she's saying because it is Daddy buys, yeah, it's very clear as a bell. I believe she is going to start preschool in September. She's not going to go like 5 days a week, only 1 or 2 days, just to get her socialized more with children and understanding that she can't always be at home with mommy and Keegan, and to get her learning from other people. She is counting and doing her ABCs, but not, how do I say this? She does what she wants to do. She knows them. She knows she can count to 10. She knows her ABCs. Whether she chooses to actually say them or share them with people is another story. Some people would say like, oh, your child can't count. She can. She's just not counting to you, or she's not counting to 10 in front of you. So I just want her to feel more comfortable with opening up to other people. So I thought I would share with you some of Myah's favorite things. So obviously she loves her soother, and she loves her princess blanket that my friend Nicole and her boyfriend Mitch gave her for Christmas 2 Christmases ago. Absolutely loves it. I bought her that mini blanket from a shop on Facebook, thinking like, oh, maybe she'll like this one better. No, she always wants her princess blanket. If it's in the wash machine or the dryer, she has to have a meltdown because she can't have it. She loves her dog Callie. She loves her kitty cat Mino. She loves wearing pajamas. She calls them jammies. I'll say like, oh, what are we gonna wear today? Jammies? It's like, no, we need to actually get dressed and put real clothes on today. She loves yogurt, bananas, apples, strawberries all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. Mini wheats, orange juice, pasta. She loves putting ketchup, pepper, and hot sauce on her food, and she actually eats it. What else? Loves chocolate and Timbits. She definitely knows what Tim Hortons is, because every time we get in the car, Timmy's? It's like, yep. We'll go to Timmy's, Myah. She loves watching Baby Einstein, Homeward Bound 1 and 2, The Mother Goose Club. We watched that on Netflix. What else? She loves reading her books, coloring, Play-Doh, puzzles. She's really, really good at any type of puzzle you give her. She'll get a little frustrated at times, but then when she figures it out, she's so proud of herself. She picks up on things really fast that way. And she absolutely loves bath time, going to the park to feed the ducks, looking at pictures of me and Dan and family, her and Keegan, the animals, and she loves dancing. She will ask me to dance. There's a specific song, I can't remember what it's called, but it's her favorite song. I put it on and she just goes crazy dancing to it. You've probably seen in some of the weekly vlogs that she just loves to dance like that, so yeah. So that was all about Myah. If I missed anything or I didn't cover anything and you have questions, leave them below. I'll definitely answer them. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do all about Keegan eventually. I hope it's during Veda. If not, it'll be like a separate weekly vlog video. Yeah, so see you for Veda Day 19. Bye guys.